We made it.
Yes, sir. Currently, it is 1:39. A little bit too late. Jarrett kind of cooked us. He said we're gonna get here by 9:30. It's almost 2 o'clock.
I'm always late, but I have an actual excuse this time. Some lady hit me in the parking lot, hit my car.
Barely.
Yeah, barely. It's not that bad, but it was kind of a big deal, so that's why I'm late, Philip.
It's rough, but it is what it is, and we got literally like 6 hours. No, we got 6 hours before we have to wake up again, so that's depressing too. So yeah, not fun.
So early. Fuck. We're just waiting. There's only one washroom, so we gotta like wait.
I gotta shit.
Gosh.
I'm so tired.
Same. We're cooked. Drove like 6.5, 7 hours to get here in the dark. So it's like you're like fighting your tiredness. Like you just want to sleep. Fiona drove the last hour. But yeah, I was cooked.
Jarrett was cooked, fam. He was when Fiona took over, he passed the fuck out. He thought he was still driving though, so he woke up and like
oh shit. Yeah. I'd like fall asleep and I would wake up and we were kind of like going downhill and it was like super windy and I thought I was still driving. So I'd be like waking up like half asleep thinking I'm like driving still, and then I'd fall back to sleep and I'd wake up and I'd think I'm driving again. Fuck. That was brutal. I'll see you guys in a bit. I don't know if we'll be in Ottawa or still in Quebec. Hopefully in Ottawa. If we're still in Quebec, holy shit. The joke was the whole entire way here, we would make pit stops and it seemed like the time just kept getting like longer and longer every single time. And I was telling Philip, oh yeah, every time we make a pit stop, we're just rerouting and I'm adding like 30 minutes to an hour every time.
I swear to God, it happened. Bro, this shit happened. Like, first it said we'll be there by like 9, then it went to 10, then it went to 11, and then it was like fucking 2 o'clock and we're still not here. Cooked.
Okay, I gotta go to sleep. I'm so tired, man. Okay, we'll see you guys later. We're back in Ottawa. Sarah's last day here before she heads back home. Got a normal breakfast. We're gonna actually cook our eggs today. We're gonna go to the gym and then maybe get some food downtown or something if we have time, and then drop Sarah off at the airport, and that's basically it. Look at these eggs. They're actually cooked.
That's surprising.
At the end of the day are still the same. It's to better myself, better my lifts, try to prove what I can do.
Oh, I fucked up.
I don't know how this is gonna go.
I can't believe you want to try it. What makes you want to try it?
I don't know. I have to experience it before I hate on it, I guess. I'm kind of scared. Ew.
I can't believe you actually did
It
it.
tastes like nothing though.
It tastes like nothing? Yeah, see?
I would not do that again though.
I can't believe you did it even. I'm not going to do it again and then finishes the rest.
Not as bad as I thought though.
See? See, and then now you got the shake too. Doing it exactly how I do it.
Can't say.
You give a little shake, you're like, woo.
Fuck being on some chill shit. We go 0 to 100.
Bro, this has been one of the most fucked up weeks I've had. So before we were leaving to Quebec, I wanted to show Sarah around Ottawa. And we went in a popular parkade in Rideau Mall, which is attached to the mall. And a girl backed into my car and she was like, oh, you're so nice. Thank you for not getting mad at me. Yada, yada, yada. She's like, here's my phone number. And then I was like, can I have your ID and your insurance? And then she was like, no, like I got a meeting. I got this thing I got to go to. And she's just being all weird. And I didn't want to force her to give her ID or insurance, but I asked her, I'm like, is there any way you can give it to me right now? And she's like, I will after my appointment. And I did my job. I just took a bunch of pictures of the accident, took a picture of her license plate. And I said to her, like, if you're not going to give your insurance or ID, like, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to call the cops regardless. So at that point, I left it to her if she wants to stay or not, which she chose not to stay. So I filed the police report regardless. I didn't want to spend a shit ton of time trying to figure out whether this situation is going to be handled or not and wait for the police for them to possibly not even show up. So at that point, I wanted to show Sarah around Ottawa because we also had to drive 8 hours to Saguenay, Quebec. So it just didn't make any sense for me to waste any more time, especially with someone that didn't want to be compliant about it. So that's what happened. And in that moment, I thought to myself, it kind of was stupid for me to let her go. But at the same time, I can't stop her. And I did everything I possibly could in terms of what I'm allowed to do. I'm not going to just like throw her to the ground and tell her to give me her shit and she can't leave until she does. I know some people told me that's what I should have done, but I strongly disagree. I think there's only so many things that you can do. And something I learned with insurance companies is all they mainly need is the license plate and the pictures of the scene, and then they can work from there. Things to do with the person's ID and stuff like that has more to do with the police, and the police are supposed to investigate those things. I honestly don't even think they're going to do anything about the lady. She probably didn't even have any ID, but the car was registered to a guy. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be freaking pissed and he's going to take it out on her later or some shit. I'm not sure, because she was driving around with no insurance that was valid anymore. It was expired in December, I believe. So that's absolutely fucked. I'd be pissed if I was her boyfriend or husband or whatever. But yeah, that was fucked, man. And like, I gave her a chance. I called her, or she called me at 4 o'clock and was telling me, oh, you know, if you tell the police, they're just going to laugh at you. They're not going to do anything, yada, yada, yada. She was basically telling me not to call the police, but clearly she was scared because obviously now I know she didn't have insurance. I got my car estimated. I think it was about $2,200 in damages. And it's not even that bad. It's just like a little dent on the side, but I guess it knocked out some of the screws and stuff as well. But that stuff ain't cheap. When you freaking hit a car like that, it's not usually cheap to fix. So I'm just glad that I get to get it fixed and I only pay a $300 deductible. And in the end, she's going to get what she deserves either way. So I'm not going to stress too much more about it. It's also been a crazy week too, dealing with people as well. I find that it doesn't help when you have a bunch of negative people around you. So for me, I've been trying to cut out those kinds of people. And it's crazy how when you cut people out, how they respond to getting cut out. It's fucking nuts. It's like, bro, we were cool, we were friends, and I tried to end things on a positive note and also, you know, not burn any bridges, because I think for me, it's like, if I just don't want to have you in my life anymore, or like in that kind of relationship, I think it should be okay for me to say that and we move on our way and be civil about things. And if we want to hang out or do other things, then that's fine. But some people, they take that opportunity to say everything that they've been thinking for the longest time and just say a bunch of rude shit that, you know, is really eye-opening because you don't expect that from people. So I dealt with that with a couple people, and I just had to make the decision. I had to cut them out because I realized, like, you know, trying to make things work when you clearly don't align, and I think it's just a matter of me growing a pair of balls and telling them, like, you know, this shit ain't working out anymore. So it's interesting to see how people respond to that. And I was pretty shocked by it, but things you learn, right? You can't always keep people in your life, even though you have a lot of rapport with them. Sometimes you got to just cut them out and do what's best for you. And also it might be a double whammy where it's also best for them as well. And you know, it's best for them. But yeah, let's get back in with the vlog. You guys will see in this next clip what happened.
Doing an investigation on the other party and then letting you know if they find anything additional. Is that correct?
Wait, can you repeat that? So the lady, she didn't have insurance, is from my understanding?
Yeah, from what I have in front of me when I ran the plate search, because you were able to provide the plate number for the other driver, right?
Yeah, that's correct. I gave the plate number. Okay, that makes sense then why she was so odd about everything.
Left the scene. Yeah.
Okay.
And she left, right?
Yeah, she did. And I gave her plenty of chances. Like, I even, I don't know if you have noted, but like, I got a hold of her over the phone, talked to her. So she's just being completely stubborn and didn't want to do any of it. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that is why.
yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Now it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So, and like, I'm a nice guy, like, but like, if you're not gonna give any information, not gonna make an effort to like fix the damages, and it's like, on top of that, like, I don't know. But I did everything I had to do to protect myself. So.
Yeah, no, completely true. You took all the right necessary steps. I mean, you got the police involved and everything as well. So if for some reason the police is able to obtain additional information that maybe you could provide to me, whatever it might be, I'm more than happy to investigate further, but we can only do so much with what we have, right? So we have their plate number. I run the plate search. It brought up the insurance information stating that they are no longer insured, that the vehicle was removed from the policy on December 29th of 2024.
They must have obviously knew that because they wouldn't have fled the scene.
Yeah,
so
that's
quickly.
always a red flag for me. Yeah.
So, from my understanding, hers was expired on the 29th of 2024, and then for me, in my case, for me to repair my damages, it's a $300 deductible.
Yeah, we would still proceed 100% not at fault, regardless if we had all their information or not. You wouldn't be held at fault for the claim whatsoever.
Okay.
We just can't waive a deductible fully unless the other driver carries valid insurance, because we get compensated for the cost, and we can't get compensated if they obviously don't have insurance, right? So what we do is we would your deductible, and we would reduce it to $300. Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You enjoy the rest of your day, Jared. Talk soon.
Yeah. Talk soon. Bye.
Bye.
Fuck that bitch, man. Fucking, she tried to fuck me so hard, and I was being nice. Honestly, if she told me I didn't have, like, insurance or whatever, I would have probably just tried to negotiate with her to fix it. But since she was being so difficult, I had no choice. I had to basically, like, find a way to get her to get caught. So, this is good news. Good news. Never let some fucking girl take advantage of you. I'm telling you, boys. Don't do it. I did everything I could. I didn't fight the girl or anything. I just took pictures of the license plate. Didn't let her leave until I got pictures of the car. But then once I did that very, very quickly, she wanted to leave. I got her license plate, and I thought at the moment that would be more than suffice, which luckily it was. But yeah, there's only so much you can do, man. That was stressful, but I tried to stay as calm as I could, but this is good news. Kind of sucks. I still have to pay a $300 deductible, but at least now I know this lady didn't have insurance and shit, so. Whew, what a good day.